Greetings from Murray, Utah, just south of Salt Lake City, Utah. Today is Tuesday, October 28th, 2025. It's 7:30 p.m. Mountain Time and 44 degrees Fahrenheit. This house is titled Wicked Wonderland, decorated for the Halloween season. Online it says, "We're all mad, are you? Spiral down the rabbit hole into our wicked tea party with Alice and her spookified and bonkers friends. Characters will come alive on Halloween." Wahahaha. I've seen this for like several years in the Facebook group, and I've like been dying to come out here for whatever reason. I've just never been able to. But the pictures online have always looked cool, and in person it's like awesome too. I mean, just the imagery, picture frames, the glow in the dark feel, the lighting, and then all the playing card themes, especially like how it lights up at nighttime. This will probably be one of the better ones that shows up on my camera at nighttime. They've got the signage here with all the different directives like Wicked Wonderland, don't be late, bonkers, we're all mad here, who are you, crooked croquet, curiouser and curiouser, dead end, etc. And you've got some skeletons holding the playing cards like Ace of Hearts. On the ground below us, you have all these panels going along. You've got the big playing cards here as well, the chess pieces that are glow in the dark there, but then also the chessboard that illuminates, and it's like the chess pieces have been thrown up into the air. There are some string lights that you may not be able to see, but that's how they're creating that effect. You got the regular size playing cards in the background. Projecting in the window, you've got some very cool imagery as well, along with those mirrors over there. Some of the stuff in the back you might not be able to see as good, but there's like skeletons carrying a skeleton, I'm going to call it princess. Yeah, it's just really cool. And then the centerpiece is the Wicked Tea Party that you have here. And by the way, behind us, this is probably how they do a great job of creating some of this lighting effect. They have these lights positioned throughout the yard in multiple areas, all like focused on the exhibit. So this is some exquisite work. You can see the tea party, everyone's sitting there. I guess that's the one person who's not a skeleton. I guess that's Alice. Then you see the whole tea party, how they're celebrating, hoses going to their mouth. They even have, look at that, the chandelier that's above the table. Like the strength of the wires to be able to do that, it's awesome as well. Welcome to Wicked Wonderland. The archway has some playing cards on it. Back there you've got like the mysterious door. They also have, I don't know if you're probably not picking up on the camera, but there's like a very slight fog coming up there, and also a little bit in the back there. In the back it says, "Danger, haunted forest, turn back." Another door with some umbrellas, the big illuminated mushroom in the back. And another Ace of Hearts with some more imagery at the very end here. Mad Hatter, go back, in need of, etc. And there's like a little bird, and then they have a light inside here. All the playing cards again on the string lights. Like I said, just outstanding display, like very, very high in the creativity. Like the type of thing that you're not going to see these decorations mimicked in another place. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, feel free to hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and we will see you next time. Happy Halloween. Alright, so we're actually going to continue on here. I drove about 9 minutes to Taylorsville, Utah. This one is similar name as the previous one, but it's Wickham's Wicked Wonderland. This is on Clara Drive. There's actually quite a few houses on Clara Drive. I might check out some other ones down the road, but this is the first one I wanted to come check out. Very nice display. They got the classic big skelly with the eyes glowing. You got some dragons, skeletons, cool graveyard effect. Those pumpkins, I mean, the lighting of them, the yellow and orange, those are the things that like really pop out the most at nighttime. But then look, you got the dragon illuminating. Not sure if I've seen that particular animatronic before. Here's the big skelly popping out of the ground, a classic, but like it's positioned among everything else. Just looks like it's gonna come out and attack you. Then this is a real neat touch too. 3 witches, we've seen that before, but this one they have like a little shed built into it, and all 3 witches standing next to each other with different costumes. Very unique. The witch's pot. Great use of the spotlights too for all of different sceneries they have. There's like a piranha or Venus, I don't know what's the right word, Venus flytrap, something like that. Skeleton going down. Here's some more skeletons carrying the coffin. And then the headless horseman. And this one, look at the illumination on it, how you've got, I think they rigged this differently to put a pumpkin head on top of it and then have its own light in there, and then also having like the skeleton.
I have been together for countless generations, stealing souls and searching for my lost skull. And we have both grown weary. Now every Halloween it is the same old thing. Until today, your soul is the master.
And even over here they've got extra stuff leading up to the house. And then all the way in the corner, don't forget the big spider. I've seen these big spiders before, but I don't know, maybe I just haven't been by at nighttime. I've never seen it illuminated like that, so that's a really cool touch as well. So another great job here. So the house we were just at was just about 3 houses down that way. This one's not lit up as much for camera purposes, so a little challenging to see, but you can still hopefully pick up enough. You got some skeletons, big spider web that's lit up. Christmas lights inside the thing in the middle. The dog there. Over here there's like tiny skeletons on a flamingo. I think you can pick that up in the light. And then a old, I don't know if you want to call it an old hag, just hanging out. I'm going to check out like 2 more houses that are nearby. And then just a few houses down from that, you've got what looks to be a pirate, maybe sea monster theme. See, there's a pirate there. You've got the sea monster throughout the yard, so part of its tail is here. You got its head right here. Some of its limbs coming up. I assume the boat has been wrecked and it's like coming crashing down, and that's why they're all like, oh no. And see over there how like part of the ship is there and the rest is being taken under by the sea monster, and they're like hanging on for dear life. This guy's just busy drinking. He's oblivious to what's about to happen to him. And then the rest of the sea monster coming out of the ground. Yeah, nice touch. Alright, I just drove 15 minutes to a city called Copperton, Utah. This is Solar View Way, and the reason I came out here is because on the map it said Goosebumps Graveyard, and I am nostalgic for Goosebumps, so like I gotta get out here. Now there's supposed to be a lot of references to the actual stories. I do want to add a caveat here though. My brother and I were both huge Goosebumps fans when we were kids, so I might not get a lot of the references now, like modern day, although it looks like they are helping us. Yeah, that's really cool. Oh, that's awesome. I don't know if that's coming up on the camera, but they have the actual books attached to the skeletons. It's a bit far away and dark, so let me see if I can zoom up on my camera and see like what that one is. Again, I should really be more up to date on this stuff so that I can talk about it better. Yeah, unfortunately I can't see it that far away, but hopefully you guys get the reference. And then like up close here you can see where it says "Go eat worms." He's holding the book. Brings back good memories. Got a group back there, husband and wife together forever in the afterlife. You got the Goosebumps glow in the dark things here. The letter G sign. Let's see what else we have. Oh, we saw this headless horseman at one of the other places that had the pumpkin on it. There's the headless ghost. Oh, he's pointing to the headless ghost. That's awesome. Skeleton moving with the lantern back there. Welcome to Dead House. Wasn't it like one of the first ones, or maybe the first one? You got the classic goo, and it says Monster Blood. Hello, my name is R.L. Spine. The author, Stein. Nice reference to him. The Goosebumps, glow in the dark. Oh, there's the Night of the Living Dummy. I definitely gotta remember that one. On the porch. And this one's actually playing the Goosebumps music too. The big spider there. There's another book over there. It might be, oh, I think that's the cuckoo nest one. I forget exactly what it's called, but they have the clock there. Goosebumps, say cheese and die, and they got the booth. The camera booth where you're going to say cheese and die. One picture is worth 1,000 screams. R.L. Stein. And there's the, I think that's the same one, right? Say cheese and die with the book. Oh, come on. My favorite one ever. Welcome to Horrorland. This was my favorite book growing up. Just a thought. I know it's. Let me take my flashlight and illuminate it here on my phone. This was my favorite book growing up. Welcome to Horrorland. And I got the sign there where nightmares come to life. Behind us, you got skeletons throwing the softball. This one's catching a football. I don't know if they have anything else related to the Horrorland thing besides that part, but still cool. Curses only. Oh, look at that. The haunted mask, and he's actually got the mask on the skeleton. That was another one we saw that. Read the book and saw it on, well, VHS back in the day. And then this big skeleton's actually reading the big Goosebumps book. And you just having some other skeletons having some fun with the hula hoop and jump rope. That is just so cool. And then let's see, does the book actually have anything? Reader beware, you're in for a scare. They even have the letters on it. That is great stuff. And then to wrap things up, I decided to come by Daybreak, Utah, and South Jordan again. I did a lot of these things, including this Jurassic Park house, on a great daytime video. So if you want to check that out, be sure to look at my video that's exclusively on that. Still fun to see how it looks in the nighttime. Give you some contrast. The big T-Rex. I mean, I'm much, for visual purposes, and actually this one in general, I like the Jurassic Park one in the daytime. Big dinosaur. They do have the Jurassic Park theme music playing. And then the Velociraptor containment. Getting some of those nighttime shots in Daybreak. We're sort of approaching Lake Terrace Avenue where that Stranger Things house is, but here's it's got the big eyeballs and the teeth. I actually missed this house when I came by on the daytime one. Now we're up on Lake Terrace Avenue, so we'll take a look at the Stranger Things house. It's about 3 houses ahead from here. And I feel a bit redundant since I've done this house so many times over the years, but it's like, hey, why not? Plus, I'm trying to show someone else the area for the first time who's with me. They're doing their own pictures and video clips.
No, I sent the cancellation. He says if he's still recording, I keep calling him. He hasn't called me.
Here you go. Stranger Things. It's going to be debuting the final season soon. Excited for that. See what happens to Maxine. It's been so long, I gotta probably do a rewatch on a decent amount of the show. Demogorgon. Vecna in the window. And then across the street, the House of Horrors. Oh, and I came by the one day, Freddy Krueger was like standing the opposite way, so it's good to see him actually facing normal now. Very cool. Back across the street at the Stranger Things house, and this is where I'm going to wrap things up. So if you enjoyed another Halloween video, feel free to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and happy Halloween everyone. We will see you next time. But before we go, we'll actually sign off with this last house here, just because they had some cool lighting as we were going back to the car. With all the famous musician graves.